Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This reading is how does this person truly feel about you and what's going on with them at the present time. These are general readings, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Don't try and make these messages fit into your individual situation if the messages aren't resonating. Please trust your own intuition overall. Thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you have subscribed, or if you do subscribe, then please tap the bell icon, and that way you'll get a notification every time I release a new video. So I've got 3 sets of cards for you to choose from. Set of cards number 1 is the 2 stones, the blue and the green stone. Set of cards number 2 is I can't remember what they're called, but they're like the burgundy red colour stones. And set of cards number 3 is the rose quartz angel. So I'll give you a few moments to really tune into the energies and see which set of cards resonates with you. Okay, so this is set of cards number 1, the 2 stones, the green and the blue. And this is the Botticelli Gold Tarot cards, and I'm also using some Oracle cards as well. So how does this person really feel about you? I'm just going to say how does he feel, but this can apply to females as well. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. So the top rows, the overall energies, and the 2 rows beneath are going to be the clarifying cards. So we have the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the Sun, the 10 of Cups, the Tower, the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so from the Archetype cards by Caroline Mays, we have Seeker and Victim in reverse. From the True Love reading cards, we have the Divine Masculine, and we have the Sacred Woman. And from the Romance Angels Oracle cards, we have Let Your Friends Help You and Free Yourself. So this person's feeling a lot of love for you. There's a lot of Cups cards here, but also I feel that this person is experiencing some financial difficulties with all these Pentacles cards as well, and some of them are in reverse. So that may be like a little bit of a distraction for them at the moment. They're really trying to sort things out in that area. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups and the Sun. So yeah, this person's really feeling deep love for you. They may feel like there's some new beginning with you in terms of love, in terms of your relationship or your connection. Ace of Cups, they feel this heart awakening. But they're feeling as though perhaps it's almost as though I'm feeling that they feel as though their love life is in order, things are going well. But then it's like when they feel like some area of their life has turned good, but now it's like another area of their life has turned bad or something. Again, it could be financially with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So they're looking for a new beginning in terms of financial security is what I'm feeling, because there is the 10 of Pentacles here as well, which is what they're wanting to achieve. And there's the Four of Pentacles here as well. So trying to hold on to, trying to save money, you know, maybe feeling as though there's a lack of security and stability in that area. So this Ace of Cups, Spirit is saying it's a blessing in disguise, because there's a Tower card here as well, that some area of their life has come into disarray. But it's to shake things up, to get them to really look into their heart and change direction in some way which is going to be more positive for them. But until that new beginning happens, which it will, because even though this is in reverse, it's still an Ace of Pentacles. To me, it's saying some new beginning, some tangible new beginning, some financial new beginning. It could be in terms of your connection, like things getting off the ground. It is going to happen, but there may be some like obstacles and delays. But whatever's fallen away, whatever seems to be creating some sort of issue in their life, it is a blessing in disguise. It's designed to help them free themselves. It's time to take back control of your life. So something wasn't truly working out for them, but I'm feeling this person is stressed because they're going through a time of upheaval, and it really is just clearing things that aren't serving them. So overall, they can create this new, balanced, harmonious beginning that's more in alignment with who they are, who they truly are. The Sun. This card is one of the most positive in the whole deck. So it really is saying there is light at the end of the tunnel. You also help them feel joyful. They may be turning to you when they're feeling stressed. You know, let your friends help you. They may be reaching out, asking for and accepting support from you and from other people, from friends, family. They feel a lot of comfort in you. This Ace of Cups, they're seeing you as nurturing, especially with the Sun as well. It's a similar image. They're seeing you as nurturing, someone they can go to as a shoulder to cry on, perhaps, sort of thing. Maybe advice, things like that. Some of you may have children, and they're seeing you as nurturing in that sense as well. They're seeing you as a mature lady, and they're feeling like they can open their heart with you. They see that you have a lot of wisdom, because to me the heart is like the gateway to our soul's wisdom, our intuition. They see you as someone that follows your heart, someone who expresses your feelings, and it brings them a lot of joy. Seven of Cups with the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So a lot of emotions. Seven of Cups, at first they may not have known whether to open their heart up to you. But they are this King of Cups. They feel a lot of emotions, a lot of love for you. They are emotionally mature. Ten of Cups is all about having that happy relationship, a happy family life, all their dreams coming true, deep fulfillment. With this Seven of Cups, some of them, they may not have known whether to open their heart to you fully in the beginning, but I feel it's like a reflection, like you may have been afraid of wearing your heart on your sleeve as well. But what I'm feeling with this Seven of Cups is more to do with this tower issue, to do with finances or something that's fallen away from their life. They have decisions to make. They may feel overwhelmed, like they have a lot of things to do in order to get themselves back on their feet. And so this Seven of Cups is like feeling overwhelmed, not knowing what to concentrate on first, not knowing what cup to take, not knowing what option to take in order to create that new beginning for themselves. And I don't feel it's to do with confusion, to do with love and your connection. I feel it's to do with something else for most of you. And so some of them are working through those 7 cups. They're being proactive in creating this positive change. For some of them, they may be kind of standing there feeling like, I don't know what to do. So they may be kind of burying their head in the sand a little bit. Spirit's asking me to look at this Ace of Pentacles again. It's showing the 2 angels with this pentacle. It's like these angels took money or some kind of stability away from this person. But it is a blessing in disguise. It's helping them in terms of a bigger picture. This person, they may not be able to fully see the bigger picture with the 7 of Cups. Confusion, overwhelm, things like that. But I feel their emotions, their love for you is like solid, like is grounded as well, because this king is wearing red, which is the root chakra. They feel stability with you in terms of emotionally. They feel grounded. They feel safe in your connection. They feel they can trust you. And so they open their heart to you. And yeah, there's lots of cards here to do with the divine feminine and children and 10 of Cups. I feel this person sees you as someone they could have this happy family life with. They feel like you could look after them. I mean, they don't need you to look after them. They're not looking to you to sort of mother them and look after them. But at the same time, like I said, they feel safe to open their heart. They know that you would treat them well. And they'll treat you well in return. So 10 of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Tower. This person may have some kind of regrets. Maybe they made some hasty kind of decision with this Knight of Swords in reverse. Swords is about like cutting words or speaking your truth. It could be like harsh words were spoken and perhaps that created some kind of tower moment. For some of you, this may be that you were together, perhaps you have a family together, and then there may have been some kind of financial issues or some kind of argument which created this tower. It broke down like this 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, it's like a relationship that broke down, or some kind of communication or harmony that broke down between you. But for the most part, what I am picking up on is this is more to do with some finances or career for this person. Perhaps they're having some regrets, like maybe they feel like they took this 10 of Pentacles for granted. Like maybe they had a job or something and then they left that job. And then they're regretting it because it's created this tower moment. Because maybe they feel like they made rash decisions or made the wrong choice, because there's that 7 of Cups, which is all about choices. Maybe they didn't know what choice to make in terms of career or something like that. And maybe they feel like they've made the wrong choice, and it led to this breakdown of financial stability. But like I keep saying, it's a blessing in disguise. So King of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So yeah, this person's really desiring to have this King of Pentacles in the upright position, because this is the same person. So they have a lot of stability in terms of emotional maturity. And it's like they're really wanting that to happen in terms of physical security as well. They want that stability on all levels, not just emotionally. They want the stability in their day-to-day life, in their finances and things like that. So Two of Swords, this is really stressing them out. It's like they're having this inner conflict. Two of Swords is kind of like the energy of burying your head in the sand, needing to make a decision, needing to make or take some kind of action. But I feel this person has been very overwhelmed with like the stress of things. And so perhaps for a time they've kind of just been procrastinating or not knowing what decision to make, not knowing what to do. I feel as though they feel this soul calling to make career or just some major life changes to become more in alignment with how they really feel, this emotionally mature person that they are. They may be thinking and feeling that they want their life to reflect how they feel. They want their outside life, their 3D life, to reflect their spiritual side or their emotional side, their level of maturity. But at the same time, they may be having these like practical issues that they really need to face, like quite quickly. And so they may be feeling torn. And like I said, just overwhelmed, that overwhelming energy, causing some sort of stalemate. But Nine of Cups. So again, this is another card about emotional fulfillment, wishes, dreams coming true. So this is kind of what that Two of Swords is. They may be feeling they have these practical issues that are needing immediate attention with this King of Pentacles in reverse. But then they're thinking, well, if I just rush into something and make a decision, I don't want to feel like it's out of alignment with who I really am. I don't want to feel trapped. I don't want to feel like it's this conflict where it's not really making me happy, and it's the new opportunity or job brings me more stress. They don't want that, so they're like, they don't know what to do. They're feeling pulled in different directions when it comes to that. They want something that is going to bring them true fulfillment. So there's this Devil card in reverse. To me, I feel like this is some kind of karmic pattern or lesson for them, or something they've just got to work through. And again, it could be to do with finances, something where it's karma that's being burnt out. It's a major shift. It's a major change of a cycle for them. And that's why it is a blessing in disguise, but it's kind of getting really stressful with this Tower and the Devil in reverse. It's more positive that Devil is in reverse, because it's saying this person is going to learn something major from this. And some positive shift is going to come out of it, where they're going to release themselves. I feel it may be to do with like perspective, because whatever we believe we receive, you know, the law of attraction. There may be some kind of family pattern to do with what's the word, like a poverty kind of mindset, or some sort of pattern or conditioning to do with believing in struggle and strife when it comes to physical security and safety and things like that. And this devil card is saying to me it's some kind of karma that they are releasing. 5 of Wands. This is about conflicts, struggles, battles. And 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, holding on. This person may feel as though they have to hold on tightly to what they already know or what they already have. There's a fear of loss, which is the overall meaning of this 4 of Pentacles. So holding on too tightly. Maybe it is a lack of belief that the universe will deliver them from these difficult times, that I feel has been an ongoing pattern for this person. But this is happening so they can free themselves. And like I said, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. They may be turning to you and other friends and family. So I feel that that's what's overall going on with them. They feel this deep love for you. They feel like that side of their life's going well, but then there's this other physical security kind of side of things that's kind of distracting them or just creating a lot of stress for them at the moment. They have Seeker, which is in the upright position, which is the light attribute, and it says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So this person's a very deep person, and they really appreciate the truth, authenticity, integrity, or things like that. I feel this is their soul really wanting to look deeper in their life, and I feel perhaps this is why this tower moment has happened. Some things in their life were kind of a distraction for them overall, and they weren't in alignment with who they truly are as this seeker, a seeker kind of soul, the depth of who they are. They're a divine masculine. Victim in reverse. So to me, this is just saying they're feeling kind of like a victim. They may feel like they're stuck. They may feel like, why is this happening to them? But overall, again, I feel this is like some kind of conditioning from childhood, a belief in kind of like poverty or struggles and strife and difficulties and conflict. And it's kind of manifesting for them in their 3D life. And this is the karma that they're healing and releasing. And what Spirit is saying is overall, the bigger picture is that they will be shifting into more abundance in all areas, shifting those limiting kind of beliefs, which is going to attract more abundance in their life in all areas, not just financially. Releasing this victim, because that's the devil energy, feeling like the victim, feeling stuck, feeling trapped in these circumstances. That's what's shifting overall. They're the divine masculine. they have this emotional maturity, and they're seeing you as a sacred woman. They're seeing you as the divine feminine, basically. And there's this heart in her hand, and they're seeing that you have this open heart. They're seeing you as speaking from the heart, following your heart, and all things like this. So I am going to be looking more into set of cards number 1. If you're interested, the reading's going to continue over on Vimeo. There's a link in the description below this video for set of cards number 1, and I'm going to be looking into what's going to happen in the future, what actions are they going to take, and what's going to happen between both of you. So look at the link below and check that out on Vimeo. So this is set of cards number 2, which is the red stones. And I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot for this reading, as well as some oracle cards as well. So how is this person feeling about you? Death in reverse. The Devil in reverse. The World in reverse. The Tower in reverse. The 8 of Cups. So I can already see that there's really, really strong energies here. So the top row is the overall energies, and the 2 rows underneath are the clarifiers. So 7 of Wands, 9 of Swords in reverse, the Lovers, the Knight of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So for the archetype cards by Caroline Myss, we have Scribe and Judge in reverse. From the True Love reading cards, we have Serendipity and Soulmates. From the Romance Angels Oracle cards, we have Worth Waiting For and Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life. So this person is feeling really intense energies. I feel off the bat there's been some major transformation in your connection. I feel this person is trying to hold on for dear life to you in some way. Perhaps you walked away from them. With that 8 of Cups, there's some sort of transformation they're resisting. They're trying to fight against it. Maybe some of you have been walking away and they want this reconciliation. Maybe some of them are reaching out because you've walked away and they're offering you this cup full of the flowers. They're communicating their feelings, wanting to do things right. For some of them, they're just wanting to do this, but they're not taking action on that. I feel this person has resistance in general to transformation, like deep soul transformation. I feel this person's been very defensive, kind of pushing you away. And perhaps now you've had enough of that, so you've walked away. And you're the one that's creating healthy boundaries for yourself. And I feel like it's really got this person in a spin. They're experiencing a lot of upheaval and worry. For a long time, you were wanting like success in this connection, but they were using this one wand, like they were using their free will to sort of push you away. They were trying to take control and push you away, because there's 6 wands underneath here, and that's like the victory, after battle, victory in battle, victory in love. So you may have felt like there was a struggle in your connection and you are fighting to have this reconciliation, but they were trying to push you away with that Ace of Wands. They had like goals and aspirations for themselves. And I feel like your connection was trying to create like a heart awakening for them. But this is like, to me, this Ace of Wands was like their ego trying to be defiant, trying to be in control, trying to be the one that stays on top. But this transformation, they can't stop it. They've created tower moments for themselves because they were in so much resistance. For some of them, Spirit is saying they felt like they had to defend your connection and kind of fight other people to try and protect your connection. But at the same time, they were still trying to protect like their mask. They didn't want to be open and vulnerable and their true self with the people around them, because they felt like then those people would knock them off their feet and try and battle them. This person's been afraid of endings and releasing things in order for a new beginning to occur. So that was getting in the way of this reconciliation with you. It's like deep down what I'm feeling is they do feel this deep love for you, but there's just so much like karma and fears. The head versus heart thing. A lot of their head and their fears just getting in the way. Devil in reverse. Some of them may be having to go through a lot of karma, a lot of addictions, a lot of fear, a lot of wounding. It's likely that they have karmic situations with people around them where it's unhealthy, but their fears are kind of keeping them stuck or feeling like they're chained to those situations because in a sense it feels safer to their ego just to stay in those situations rather than free themselves and have that transformation where they'd have to be like totally their true selves. Some of them, they may have another partner and they're not happy because it is like the shadow side of a relationship, this Devil card. In reverse, they're seeing that they're not happy. They're having sleepless nights with this Nine of Swords in reverse. Some of them, I feel they're having sleepless nights and regrets because they chose this other person over you. They chose fear over love, basically. And again, it's like at the bottom, there's this Ace of Swords. It's like deep down, they're wanting to speak their truth, but then there's all this other fears and stuff above that that's taking priority over what they're really wanting. So this truth, this clarity, cutting the ties with things is kind of getting bogged down by these other fears. But this is what they're wanting to do, but I feel like they're just not doing it. I feel like they're distracting themselves. They may be doing a lot of things in their day-to-day life, maybe socializing a lot or things like that. Kind of like a distraction, so they don't have a lot of time to really go inwards and think things clearly. This person suffers with a lot of anxiety in general. With this being in reverse, it's like even stronger an energy is what I'm feeling. but I just feel like they're not doing anything about it. This World card in reverse. They feel like there's unfinished business with you, especially as the Lovers is underneath. There's unfinished business. There's all these cards here about the Lovers and making choices. The Devil in reverse. To me, that's like a karmic situation. The Lovers is often about needing to make a decision between two partners, especially with the Two of Cups in reverse as well. And the Six of Cups. So there's a lot of cards here to do with relationships, needing to make a decision, choosing love over fear. There's unfinished business. I feel there's unfinished business in their karmic situation. There's unfinished business with you. And it is because you're soulmates. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that you're destined to be together in a romantic relationship, but there's definitely a soul connection that's eternal. And so you always have this unconditional love for each other in the soul. And I feel there is like unfinished business in terms of karma that you need to heal with each other. This person doesn't want it to be the end of your connection. Some major cycle has ended, with the Death being about transformation. I feel like some of you have released like the toxicity within this connection. I feel like you walked away. You put up healthy boundaries because you were sick and tired of your sleepless nights and worries and anxieties. So you cut the ties. And they don't want the connection to be over. The World is the final card in the major arcana, meaning the ending of a major cycle. To me, in reverse, it's saying that, like I said, your connection isn't over because you're soul family. But perhaps you've accepted, some of you, that it's not going to be romantic. For others of you, you've just created healthy boundaries. You've spoken your truth, whereas before you may have felt like you were walking on eggshells. But now you're thinking there's nothing to lose, so you spoke your truth. And I feel this person is trying to hold on for dear life. They're seeing you as their soulmate with this Lover's card, but yet again, there's disharmony within your connection right now. Because ultimately there's still this karma in other areas I'm feeling that this person isn't dealing with. Tower in reverse as well. You know, they're trying to prevent the breakdown of your connection. But they may also simultaneously be trying to prevent the breakdown if there was someone else. This is like the ego death. Because the Tower is about false foundations we build our life upon. So the false identity, the masks and all things like that. That's breaking down, that's what's transforming, but this is what this person has been resisting. They may have been giving you false promises with this Knight of Cups. Like deep down, they do want this reconciliation. They do want to speak their truth to you. But they may be putting things off. With this person, I feel like there's always this sense of waiting, worth waiting for. Like their divine timing is at work in your love life. And yes, that's true, but there's just this sense that this person is kind of content to just wait or take their time or make you wait. So I feel this person isn't taking action, but they want you to keep waiting. They want you to keep holding on. They don't want you to give up on this connection, but you're like, I'm ready to move on. Or some of you are just ready to release the toxicity within this connection. Some of you felt like you were waiting forever. You were daydreaming about bridging the gap between you and this person. But you don't want to wait. You don't want to stagnate. You don't want to keep going in circles. You don't want karmic cycles to keep repeating within your connection, because it was creating a lot of heartbreak for you with this Queen of Cups in reverse. Perhaps there were some red flags that you were trying to keep a lid on and not be honest with yourself about. But there's this upheaval. Perhaps some of you didn't want to be honest with yourself, and you'd created some sort of illusions around this connection. I'm not saying your connection is an illusion overall, but you may have created some expectations, and this person was just going in circles, procrastinating, telling you, oh, wait for me. I feel some of them, they may have created like physical distance, or they may have moved to a different country, or they've gone traveling, or something. It may be involving this other person. And you're thinking, what the hell? I feel some of you realize the deception that this person was creating, because they wanted you to stay on hold. They didn't feel ready to be their true self, release their karma, heal themselves, be true and authentic and open and honest. They were just trying to keep you on hold. Like, they may have had daydreams and deep down wanted this reconciliation with you, but yet they weren't taking the proper action to make that a reality. I feel like they were kind of getting by on the fantasy of being with you. I feel that was a form of escapism for them, because I do feel they have a lot of conflict in their day-to-day life, a lot of karmic situations, and their way of kind of dealing with that was maybe communicating with you, maybe living some kind of fantasy and daydreaming for the future, but it's almost like they were always just putting it off and keeping it in the future. And some of you believed them. You believed the words they were saying. You could tell that they feel this deep love for you, so you're believing that they were going to transform. Some of them they are, and this card, Worth Waiting For, is saying that divine timing is at work in your love life, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Scribe, preserving knowledge and information. I feel this person may be writing to you or communicating to you through emails or texts or social media. Some of them may be quite spiritual and sharing spiritual things with you. But there's Judge in reverse. To me, this reminds me of the Justice card in the tarot. There's injustice, there's imbalance. Misusing business, legal or criminal authority. I feel some of them were like misleading you. They were abusing their authority. Like, they knew that you would wait for them, so they sent you kind of false promises, not about how they feel, but about them taking action, and then they weren't taking action. Some of you, I feel you've moved on to another soulmate. There may have been this serendipity. You weren't expecting to meet this new person, but you have, and they're your soulmate, or they're your twin flame, or, you know, whatever resonates with you. And that's why this person is saying, wait for me. And They don't want this transformation. They don't want the ending. They don't want the breakdown of your connection. They don't want you to walk away. So you need to be wary. Some of them may be manipulating you. They may be trying to keep you stuck in a karmic cycle with them. And if you'd like more information, I'm going to carry this reading on Vimeo. And I'm going to look at what's going to happen between you and just look deeper into what's really going on with this person, what their motivations are, what their motives are. And thank you so much, and I hope to see you there. So this is set of cards number 3, which is the Rose Quartz Angel. And for your reading, I'm using the Spiral Tarot as well as some other oracle cards. So how does this person really feel about you? 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. So these are the overall energies, and then the next 2 rows are the clarifying cards. So we have the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Swords, the Lovers in reverse, the 6 of Cups in reverse, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So from the Archetype cards by Caroline Myss, we have Shapeshifter in reverse and Poet in reverse. From the True Love reading cards, we have Reparenting Yourself and Worthiness. And from the Romance Angels Oracle cards, we have You Deserve Love and Love Yourself First. So initially, what I'm feeling is this person has low self-esteem with this. You deserve love, love yourself first, worthiness, and reparenting yourself. I feel like this person wears masks with that shapeshifter. And with the Poet in reverse, I feel like this person may be saying certain things to you, but they may not necessarily mean exactly what they say. They may be trying to lead you on a little bit, trying to keep you holding on a little bit. But let's look into the reading, into the energies to see what their true feelings are, because just because someone's trying to lead you on a little bit doesn't mean they don't have feelings for you. So let's see what comes up. So there's the 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Lovers in reverse. So off the bat, this person's feeling confusion. They may be confused whether to take up your connection, your relationship or not. They may be having difficulties choosing between 2 different people. They may already be in a relationship with someone else. They may have chosen someone else over you, kind of thing, with that Lovers in reverse. And there's the 10 of Swords, feeling stabbed in the back. Some of them feel like they made a wrong decision, and it's led them to feel stabbed in the back. And they feel like this is kind of like karma or payback or something like that, because for a long time they were on the fence about your connection. They were kind of refusing to make any decision, wearing a blindfold, burying their head in the sand, may have been keeping you waiting. And it is because of heartbreak in their past as well. Like they felt betrayed by people, not just romantically, I'm feeling, but in their life in general. They had this fear of opening their heart and they have trust issues is what I'm feeling. So I feel like some of them may have chosen a different partner where they didn't feel as much intense emotions for this other person, and in a way it felt safer for them, because if it doesn't work out with this other person, then they're not going to feel totally heartbroken, because it's like emotionally they're more invested in you. It's almost like they're emotionally invested in you. They feel this love for you, but that makes them, that triggers like intense fears of betrayal or intense fears of your connection not working out and then being abandoned and rejected. So it's triggered those childhood wounds within them, your connection. So it's kind of felt easier for some of them to choose someone else where they can kind of just have like this practical relationship where they do things together, have fun together, do all the typical relationship things. But then on the side, it's kind of like emotionally they feel that this love for you. Some of you aren't appreciating the fact that some of them have, been a shapeshifter, wearing masks, being a certain way with this other person and being a certain way with you. Some of you are not appreciating how they've kind of put you in that third party situation. Lovers in reverse, to me it's saying that they're not choosing, they didn't choose the option of their heart, what their heart really felt. Because the lover, in the traditional tarot, the lover's card is very similar to the devil card. It's just one is like the shadow attributes, the shadow side of relationships, like karmic ties and toxicity and things like that. And love is just like the light, the truth, true love, the angel above them rather than the devil. But in reverse, to me, it's kind of like the devil kind of energy of the lovers, the shadow aspects. They chose their fears, and it's led them to feel stabbed in the back. But I feel this is the nature of that karmic lesson. They had to kind of go through this thing where they made a bad decision based on their fear, and it's caused them a lot of pain. Some of you felt stabbed in the back by them choosing someone else over you. But they felt like they were on this tightrope. They felt like they could plunge to their like emotional death any moment when it came to you. Basically, they felt extremely emotionally insecure. And that just wasn't triggered so much with this other person. But this other person may be, for some of them, manipulating them, stabbing them in the back. And some of them, they feel like, well, that they deserved it because they left you in the dark, sort of thing. Four of Swords with the Five of Wands and the Six of Cups in reverse. So with that Ten of Swords, it's like the ending of some kind of cycle to do with being stabbed in the back, to do with really negative karma. And they're healing. They're taking this time to go inwards, or they're just really burnt out from all this conflict with this Five of Wands, battles in their day-to-day life. And I feel this is with that other person. So this is about recuperation, healing, but it's also meaning that they're not fully present for you still, is what I'm feeling. This is Six of Cups in reverse. They're realising that making poor decisions made your connection be in these reversed sort of energies. Lovers in reverse. Six of Cups is the card of reconciliation as soulmates. That's in reverse. It prevented some reconciliation. Some of them may have been saying to you and promising you, oh, we're going to be together. We're going to have this reconciliation, we're going to come into union, sort of thing. But there was still some sort of conflicts in their day-to-day life. Basically fears about being vulnerable. because people have tried to knock them off their feet. People have stabbed them in their back in their day-to-day life. So they're wearing masks to try and protect themselves. And then on the other hand, they've wanted to take that mask off in front of you, but then they felt like they couldn't because being stabbed in the back is continuing to happen in their life with other people. So it's hard for them to trust, is what I'm feeling. And it's hard for them to switch gears. They can't be in two like energies. They can't be protecting themselves, but then being totally open and vulnerable. It's not gelling together. There's some conflict internally, and it's manifesting externally. So I feel like they're feeling these feelings of guilt because they may have promised with that shapeshifter and poet. They may have like given you false promises and you felt betrayed because in truth they were still in that Two of Swords, not really committing to either path. So 10 of Cups in reverse with the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Cups in reverse. There was this potential for, you know, just like the 6 of Cups in reverse and the Lovers in reverse, there's this beauty in your connection. There was this potential for there to be everything, them have everything, this happy relationship, this new beginning with you. But I feel like they chose the 3 of Cups, which is, in this reading, to me, it's like celebrating in terms of drinking, socialising, having fun times, because it's also clarified by the 7 of Cups, needing to make decisions, feeling overwhelmed, not making a decision, making poor decision, making foolish decisions. I don't think this person knew what to do, how to move forward, so they were just not making any decision, and that is making a decision in itself, but they were just doing the same old things over and over again, like putting off making a decision, putting off making any changes, so just doing the same things that they've always been doing. And I feel it's to do with socialising with other people who aren't necessarily serving their highest good. They may form as a distraction for them, but they may have chosen, you know, instant gratification or just the safety of the comfort zone in the present moment. But their soul and the universe was calling them to make a major change, and they resisted that. And so it led to your connection, all this beauty being in like the reverse position. Conflict, disharmony. Because they made a poor decision. They took a card that ended up with them feeling like they betrayed you, betrayed themselves, betrayed their own heart, and other people's betraying them. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse. So all these beautiful, like, loving connection cards are in reverse. To me, that's just really saying that there is this deep beauty in your connection, but like I said, they made poor decisions. They made you feel left out in the cold. They tried to sneak away and not make a decision. Look, 7 of Swords, they leave 2 of Swords in the ground. They didn't want to make that decision of the 2 of Swords, so they tried to run away from making that decision, and they, due to their own inner conflict with this 5 Swords they're running away with, Fox, like, they were just trying to get away with not making a decision. A part of them felt like they could kind of trick the universe or just be like, hold on a minute, universe, I'm still going to just go out and have good times and avoid being mature about this. I'm just going to run away from it, and then I'll come back to these 2 of Swords when the time comes. They were taking your connection for granted. They were taking it for granted that they thought they could basically do the right thing whenever it suited them, rather than doing it when their soul was really calling them to. And they have regrets about this because these are both in reverse. It caused, again, like, your connection to be in disharmony with the Four of Wands in reverse. It made you, they left you with the Two of Swords. They left you feeling like confused. Do I stay or do I go? Because you felt stabbed in the back. You couldn't believe that they were willing to just create this disharmony and take your connection that much for granted. That really hurt your feelings. So when they ran away, it left you with the Two of Swords energy, feeling confused. You know, fours are about stability. It's left your connection feeling like stability's gone. You lost trust in them, basically. And that's what they're regretting. Because for some reason, they couldn't see that. They just thought you would hold on no matter what. But they want to rectify this. They don't want to leave you left out in the cold. Because now you've left them out in the cold as well. They don't want that. Whenever I see in this spiral tarot, this Five of Pentacles, I always feel like this is an engagement party. Because the party's going on. Celebration. And it's like a couple embracing each other. That's what they want. They know now that they walked away from this opportunity. They know that they took it for granted. And that it's left. Because look, this is the wedding card as well. It's left that engagement and wedding is about commitment. Them not committing to this has left your connection in, lacking a foundation. You've lost trust for them. And with that Seven of Swords in reverse as well, they don't want to run away. They don't want you to be in confusion. It's like you were really certain of them in the past, and that meant they were uncertain of you. Now you're uncertain of them. It's like caused them to be certain of wanting you. Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Ace of Cups in reverse. They're really afraid of just how much your connection opens their heart and makes them feel such intense emotion. Because this was in reverse. To me, the cups represent the heart. So this is a heart awakening, Ace of Cups. Potential for a brand new beginning in love, and it is to do with loving themselves first. Knowing their worthiness and that they deserve love. Because this person doesn't believe they deserve love. So your connection has acted like a catalyst. So everything that is not serving them, the false sense of self, the wounds, the lack of self-worth, everything related to that, their blocks basically, have come up to the surface. They've like exploded out their heart. It's like opened this can of worms. But it's so they can be released. So to create room for their heart to truly open, and so they can have this new beginning in love, like deep soul love. And this has been their biggest fear, the intensity of your emotions, or the emotions they feel from your connection. Knight of Swords, they were like so overwhelmed, they were on the defense with this Knight of Swords energy. A lot of fear, wanting to flee. This is like you've created this fight or flight reaction in them, and they ran away. But they want to fight it, but they don't know how. They have a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights. It's because this lack of self-worth. Shapeshifter. Projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So yeah, this person is not secure within themselves. So they're changing their mask to suit whoever they're around at the time. Poet in reverse. Turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. I feel like this person That's just basically saying they've got this poetic gift, like they know the gift of the gab. They know how to like say what you want to hear. And it's not that they don't feel this love for you. They do. It's just they know, you know, what they're withholding from telling you is that they're not ready to take action. But they may be making out like they are. So reparenting yourself, worthiness, you deserve love, you're lovable, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Relationships are always a reflection of ourselves. So these are messages for you as well, is what I'm feeling. Like, love yourself first. Reparent yourself. Because a lot of the time we subconsciously look to emotionally unavailable people to turn around and love us, because they're often like a mirror of how we felt with our parents when our parents were emotionally unavailable. So when you love yourself more and focus on that self-love, it will make you more romantically attractive. And to me, that's like the law of attraction. When you're in that place of self-love and know your worth, you will draw in love and harmony. There's the potential for all these beautiful cards that were in reverse to turn upright. You know, Ace of Cups, it's about needing to know your self-worth and loving yourself. So if this has really resonated with you, then I am going to carry on this reading in deeper clarity in Vimeo. So there's a link below this video, and this is set of cards number 3, deeper clarification video. The link is below the video. So thank you so much, and I'll hopefully see you there.